I'm recording into my desktop only, not sharing to others. And if you want, I can share it later. So how the title, as you read it, and my question is how you can do it. And my answer to it is by making your suffering to your lesson, not their lesson, but your lesson. And you have to interpret and resolve by your own. Okay? You make your suffering to your lesson. So suffering becomes your lesson, and suffering and lesson will be the same. And by that, you can push yourself to the limit. Then it becomes your life lesson, and your life journey will move on. And how can we benefit this Toastmasters meeting by making it then that way? So Toastmaster is beneficiary one way, and other elements in your life habits or life journey will benefit you anyway. But Toastmaster, this one is also beneficiary one way. That is, you can have your own perspective to interpret, making the suffering to your lesson. How is that? I'd like to let you my secret. My secret may work to you, and it may not work to you as well. It's your choice. But here's my tip, a little tip to you, is that practice and participate table topic session, and then you give your own perspective, not others. Others may give you another perspective, but it's not yours. And be careful copying or mimicking others. It's not yours. So you have to develop and improve yours only. And that way you improve and develop yourself. And there is clue. And I'd like to give you a chance to make this happen. How? I'm going to give you a hard time next Saturday in the morning. We are going to have a table topic and evaluation free contest. And in monthly, in our exco, we are sharing how to plan. So I'd like to share my screen now and explain a little bit about our my slide, and then keep on moving. And here's my screen. So as you can see, this is our club calendar. And in our club calendar, as you can see, fourth Saturday in October, October 23rd, key JJ, and it's about evaluation and something else. And then next week, October 30th, we are going to have a free contest. And then also in November, December, and next year, we are planning. And one day we are going to have a keynote speaker, Aziza as a keynote speaker in November. And December, Masi from Malaysia, we're going to be a keynote. And then next year, January, Yusuf going to be a keynote speaker. And by that way, our club members have sharing their own perspective and their own way of interpreting their life, and that way we'll get benefit and being advantage of this club member, and then we are sharing our ideas. and that way we grow together, and we'll learn each other. And this is the basic idea of planning this session. And here's okay. And the plan for next meeting is this. I'm going to give you hard time. As a chairperson, chief judge, timer, ballot counter, and tiebreaker. And what do? You do contestant. And see, so most of the Toastmaster meeting, we consist of 3 sessions. 1, table topic, prepare, 2, prepare speech, 3, evaluation. And we are combining into 2. That is, first session will be evaluation, and second session will be table topics. And evaluation, I'm looking for test speaker, and I like to volunteer myself to be a test speaker. But one of my exco members said that I'm too much predictable. I'm much talking about dark side, and also my mentor Darth Vader. Where's my mentor? Okay, I forgot it. Then, and that way, evaluators may know the tactics and strategy how to approach the evaluation. And then moving to table topics, I'm going to be a table topic master and giving you a very simple question, but it's tricky. Simple does not mean simple. It will be, you will include your philosophy, idea, and concept of the phenomenon of the question. So what if I ask? So here's my question, Shindy. Shindy,
Yes.
what is this is just an example of how I'm going to manage my table topic session. So what is your definition of time? 1 to 2 minutes. Shindy?
So it's a table topic
Yeah,
session.
example of table topic.
Okay. I think my definition of time is something that cannot turn back anymore. So it's keep going forward, and it's something that's very precious because it would not be repeated ever again. So it's something that you need to take carefully consider in your life so that you're not wasting it. So you're not wasting it, and you can have the best out of your time while still enjoying your time as well. Because if with time you can have regrets, you can be grateful, but you also can plan ahead to avoid these things or achieve the positive things. So I
Okay,
think, okay,
cool, Shindy. Then I'll give you another chance next week. If you're there.
hopefully, because I'm moving next week. But yeah,
What? You're not going to attend this meeting next week?
I don't know. I'll move to Jakarta. I'm closer to Kazi.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
we'll
this
see. I
this
hope I
is
can send her.
okay. This is the example of my table topic questions next week, and that way you are giving your own, again, perspective and your own expression. And most of the examples of table topics is like giving your conclusion first and giving examples of 1, 2, then conclusion. And another way is to give your idea first and give example 1, 2, and repeating the overview again. And that is the model or type of answering the table topic sessions. But there is one way. There is you can take it as your model or type of answering the topics. But what if you coming up with your own specific, unique type, and you are expressing yourself, and that way, uh, so let's say I've been interacting with Z as a mentor, and also Z Aziza as a club coach, and we are intermingling in some way virtually. And that way, this interaction is helping each other to develop our uniqueness. In some way, in common ground, we are sharing this uniqueness. And if you take me as a, uh, if you take me as others, and it's your perspective, I'm not the others, as you know it. Is it right, Z? Z,
Yes, 오빠. 네.
cool. So that way, again, Toastmaster can be your advantage and benefit to your real life. Then does it make sense to you, Sowon?
Yes, I hope Toastmaster will benefit my life.
Yeah, benefit in some way. And here's my failure. So my most of my mentor, most of the time he fails. Actually, he's not achieving anything. If you see Star Wars, my mentor with a red lightsaber, he was doing every mess. He's messing around and killing some other Jedi Force, and he's the best in Jedi Force, but he's in the other side. And once he goes out, he makes everything mess, but he doesn't complete anything. Look at the Star Wars movie again, and you will see it. And at the last moment, with his son and his boss, Sith, he choose the other, not the boss, but and that is his choice. And the result or consequence of his choice made the Jedi Force grow. If you look at again, my mentor Darth Vader is a very kind person in a messy way. And that is my unique perspective and my understanding and interpretation of it. But one of member, most of the member and most of the people watching that movie, the impression of the Darth Vader is very cruel individuals, and he's kind of bad person, representing bad person. But in my perspective, it's something different from them. So again, I am not others. So that way you you allow yourself time to interpretate what is the reality you are facing on. Is it okay? And let's say, so when I was young, Toastmasters about that happened in 2015. I was an evaluator to a speaker, and my evaluation was like this. So everyone please unmute.
Yes. Unmute.
Yes. And if you can, yeah, if you are comfortable, unmute and repeat after me. Okay, summons are coming in and they may surprise. So I'm the evaluator, and here the speaker finished his speech, and general evaluator was calling me, and I was on the stage. I'm about to give an evaluation to the speaker. And first impression on the speech was like this. Everyone, I encourage you to repeat after me. Your speech sucks. Everyone.
Your speech is wonderful.
Oh no, see?
Okay, your speech is sucks. Finally, I said that.
Okay, great. And also, you have a chance to feedback. Your evaluation sucks. Everyone.
Your evaluation. Your evaluation is so.
Okay, see, unmute. Everyone, mute yourself. Now you mute yourself. So, was it, do you think, what if you finish, as a speaker, you finished your speech and the evaluator is giving me a feedback, and the first impression was your speech sucks, and what will be your impression to the speaker or speech? Evaluation speaker, evaluator, or evaluation speech? What is your impression?
A bad evaluator.
Yeah. But think about Darth, my mentor, Darth Vader. And it's messy and bad. There will be first impression, but at the end, it will be something different. It's not difficult, it's something different. So evaluation is, you don't have to be the evaluator like that. Who was about 7 years ago, I was that kind of evaluator, and you don't have to be such a person to evaluate others, but you can express your own way. So the recommended evaluation method was to sandwich Toastmaster way of giving us an idea of how to evaluate. Sandwich method is like good point and suggestion and encouragement. That is the typical way of giving evaluation. But my type was giving steak, no sandwich, steak, suggestion again, and giving a hard time as possible as can. But that was a trial. That's not it. That's not the only way to go there. But I learned Toastmasters' typical evaluation method, but I developed it my steak way, and I knew this was a failure, and I didn't like it either. Anyway, and I changed it. And I'm developing my own style, but remember that Toastmasters' typical evaluation method works. So giving others an impression of such a word, now I know that it's not a good idea. But I learn from that. So I was suffering somehow, and I'm giving giving myself a lesson. So it's my lesson and my suffering and my lesson. Nobody else giving me, but I was giving me. You got this, right? that way, I'd like to invite you, everyone, to the next Saturday meeting to express your way. Again, your suffering can be your lesson. And what Toastmasters give you is a platform and chance to develop your own way of interpreting and also your perspective. So, and now as a platform, you practice as you like. And I'm giving you a chance next week. So I'll be a chairperson, chief judge, and other role players. And what you do? Be a contestant and practice your own way and express yourself. Don't borrow from others. You can borrow it from others, but I recommend you to express your way. And there is no failure or no success. It's just a process. Don't be hesitant, and don't hide yourself away from what's happening in the world. And this is the chance to face yourself. And by facing it, you will grow somehow. And that way, again, here's an example of what I'm going to do. What we are going to do is that if 10 participants attended the meeting, then out of 10 contests participates in evaluation contest, then I'm going to be the only judge. But this is scenario 1, and scenario 2 is that 10 participants attended the meeting, then 5 is evaluation contestant, then others will judge. And I'm going to launch a polling for who expressed themselves best. So you get it right. So that way we have scenario 1 and 2 ready, and you are all invited to express yourself. And table topic, give your own interpretation. In my perspective on time is human-made, not natural, not universal. In the universe, it doesn't exist, but in human concept, it exists. So I can take you more deeper to my perspective, but even though it's not true or not, it doesn't matter. It's your own perspective, and you're expressing it. Table topic, also, you are going to be a contestant. Next week, we challenge ourselves. Back to you, Madam Toastmaster of the Day. See.
Wow! Thank you so much, our club president, and also our oppa, my oppa, my mentor.